For those living with progressive MS, you see a lot of progress being made around relapsing remitting. Sometimes when you're on the progressive MS side of it, you feel like you're being left behind.
From one day to the other, your life can change completely. Before, with the remitting relapsing MS, I could do almost all the work at home, outside. I can't even take my shower alone. And really, the Alliance is working hard with the researchers to find a solution.
The profile of progressive MS has grown hugely. The focus, it's now truly center stage. And I think the Alliance itself has evolved and developed and become an organization which is known, which is respected, which can influence and enable. And it was really driven by the MS societies around the world coming together and then working with academics, with clinicians, with people with MS, and with our industry colleagues to accelerate our attempts to find effective treatments for progressive MS. One of its great achievements has been the establishment of these international networks. They have managed to bring together investigators from around the world.
We've funded 3 international collaborative networks. One is the Arnold Network, which is looking at the MRI data and seeking to predict the course of MS. We funded the Martino Network and the Quintana Network, and both of them are looking at finding new targets, finding therapies in a fast way.
Fran Quintana's network, based in the United States, this is really focusing on treatments, but specifically treatments that target the innate immune system. He's actually starting to identify potential treatments. Migulostat is one which he has a particular interest in. Gianvito Martino, based in Milan, has a network which is actually looking at treatments that promote repair or neuroprotection.
Our network published 2 papers in which we showed that oligodendrocytes from people with MS are identical to oligodendrocytes from healthy controls. This means that myelin-producing cells are still working in the brain and spinal cord of people with MS. So we should modify the environment in which they are, which is not permissive to remyelination.
One of the challenges with clinical trials and progressive MS is it takes too long. So a key thing that we needed to work on in the Alliance was to make clinical trials much more effective, to reduce the amount of time. One way is to look at the design and bring together the best practices around those designs. So we bring together panels of people that look at testing multiple treatments at the same time in parallel, making sure that we have diversity within our clinical trials so that you can take the answers and extrapolate them to lots of different people. That's important as well. What we need is some easy way or some simple way or replicable way to see how the progression is happening before it results in symptoms. One is in MRI research, and then another is through a blood test, through what's called serum neurofilament light chain, or NFL, where you can take somebody's blood and potentially see, is there activity that isn't resulting in symptoms right now, but something that is treatable?
We focus on mechanisms, we focus on developing clinical trials and biomarkers, and we focus on the really challenging area of things we can do to improve quality of life. We did bring together a really great working group to try and identify, okay, how do we try and take this area forward, both qualitatively, but qualitatively in a scientific way. That group put together a very helpful paper around the way forward and around how research might develop to try and get us to a better place.
We have the opportunity to invest in many grants that will make a difference. I had the privilege of reviewing many of these and taking a look at the good work that people are not only proposing, but they really believe in.
We basically asked the MS community to send in applications around new innovative areas.
The volume of submissions, the quality of submissions, and the promise that some of these submissions actually could go from thought to implementation very, very quickly is something everybody should be incredibly happy about.
What I found really exciting about this current round are the number of young investigators that have put in grants and the number of people from that we had never heard of before.
These are people that understand how this is going to work. But what I love to see is that they're building on the good work of others before that.
You know, like it or not, you've got to have funding to support this initiative. And what's been really wonderful is that for the networks, we've actually been able to get funders to come in, donors to actually pick up and support this work. And that has meant that we've just been able to do more.
There's a real opportunity with MS to have an outcome that many, many years ago nobody thought was possible.
If you see the name Progressive MS Alliance, under this sentence, there is a sentence, more than hope, progress, and there is really a progress with the Alliance.
The more people we have in this movement, the faster we will be able to go with those deeper perspectives and the recognition of how urgent this work is. So thank you.